they said that Jamie posted something a few weeks.
It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Good evening. Welcome to the Paris Sports Network. Back at home at Ernie Elam Gymnasium for another night of girls basketball. LIC conference matchup number 2 of the week. This time, the Tigers trying to turn it around from the last time out on the court as they take on the Golden Aces of Mount Carmel. and look to get back on the right track and hopefully finish this season out with a share, if not a outright win in the conference. They're going to need some help to do that, but it all starts tonight and getting back on the right track.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see how the Lady Tigers rebound from Monday night's loss. Talking to Coach Tingley before the game, sometimes you just have to tip your hat to a team. Robinson played hard. They out-hustled us most of the night. And when a team makes 11 baskets from the field in a game, 99 times out of 100, you're going to beat that team. Giving up 40 points 99 times out of 100, the Lady Tigers are going to beat them. But, they shot 16 out of 17 from the free throw line. And that's an anomaly, honestly. And it took every one of them, as the Lady Tigers suffered a 40-38 loss on Monday. So, yeah, anxious to see how they rebound tonight.
That was last time out for Paris. That moved them to 22-3 on the season. Mount Carmel coming into this contest at 12-11. Their last contest was a win against Casey, 45-19, the final there. Just as Paris and Robinson played in back-to-back games, a carryover from the LIC tournament. These two teams have seen each other recently. Paris defeated Mount Carmel 54-13 in an earlier matchup in that conference tournament in the second round. Now we will pause, listen into the national anthem before starting the lineups here this evening. Now we'll listen into the starting lineups. It'll be the same starting five for the Tigers: Trinity Tingley, Caitlin Combs, Deming Hawkins, Kendra Young, and Gracie Watson. Starting five for your Paris Tigers.
For Mount Carmel, junior Chandler Cusick. Another junior, Nora Jones. Number 4, number 10, Madison Stevens, just a sophomore. Behind her, Jayla Smith, a junior. And in the middle, a senior, Savannah. I don't have her last name.
Zimmerman, is it 22? Yeah.
22, all right. Gotcha.
Zimmerman. Looking to see the Stevens name is familiar from last year, just thinking about girls that have contributed for this Mount Carmel team in the past. Nora Jones, the junior point guard, has started, I think, now all 3 of her years in this lineup. And a pesky guard that you might remember the game last year in Mount Carmel. This Golden Aces squad made it a point to be very physical with the Tigers. Not many fouls were called throughout that contest, and it just continued and continued, and Tigers were able to pull out a win, but it was a difficult one to get through for the ladies last year.
Yeah, I'm talking to one of the officials. He does a number of Mount Carmel games, both boys and girls, and he said these girls are physical, and that's fine. Lady Tigers they're physical as well. What gives them troubles is teams with speed and length, and they can match size and width here with Mount Carmel tonight.
First offensive possession will belong to the Golden Aces at Mount Carmel. Here is Jones. Dribbling to her left, had a screen set by Stevens. Mount Carmel over on the far wing. Jones had it poked loose by Tingley, stolen away. Deming Hawkins has it. Hawkins across half court. Nobody picks her up. She'll dribble towards the baseline. Picked up her dribble, now back out to Tingley. Trinity sets up the offense. Right side, Combs. Caitlin Combs into the lane. Kick out Tingley. Three on the way is short. Rebounded by Jones of Mount Carmel. Jones maybe walked with it, threw it away anyway. Back the other way to the Tigers.
Be anxious to see how Deming plays tonight. Coach Tingley, kind of reiterated our point the other night. She did not even take a shot from the field last night. And she's one of those that can, you get 4 to 6 points a night out of her, and we're really going to be tough to beat.
Combs right wing around the Mount Carmel defense. Bounce pass left side, Tingley back to Combs. She'll have a good look at the three. Missed it badly. Rebound is knocked towards the baseline, picked up by Mount Carmel. That was Zimmerman who had the rebound, gave it to Jones. Guarded by Combs. Jones dribbles out beyond the volleyball line. Combs goes under a couple of screens. Pass the right side to Zimmerman. Her pass was deflected by Watson. Another steal goes Deming Hawkins' way, who gives it to Young. Three on the way, straight away. Trinity Tingley, it's good.
First bucket of the night for either club, as Mount Carmel's yet to attempt a shot.
Jones, crossed half court. Dribbles into the double team of Combs and Watson. Watson goes the other way now. Picks up on the far side. That's Smith with it. Dribbling with the right hand, count is on. Pressure defense from Gracie Watson. And a whistle blow, foul called on the Tigers.
Well, Gracie had her in all sorts of trouble over in that corner. Just could not keep her paws herself that time. That's her first on the Lady Tigers.
Smith will inbound from the far side. Lobs in. This is Cusick. Guarded by Young. To Jones. Jones gets around Combs. Shot away. Blocked. Foul called, however.
Kendra Young will pick that one up, her first. Sending Nora Jones to the line.
First free throw from Jones is short. Second, short as well. Rebound chased down by Watson. Tingley brings it up across half court. Uses his Hawkins screen. Bounce pass on the backdoor cut from Combs. It's good. Combs stays on the court holding her right ankle. We'll stop play and check on the senior Combs. We'll take a break and be back. Tigers lead 5-0 on the Parasports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Back here at Ernie Evelyn Gym, 5:43 left, first quarter. Caitlin Combs helped off to the Tiger bench as Vivian Moore checks in for Combs. Full court pressure from Paris. Mount Carmel able to break that. Get into the front court now to set up their offense. This is Zimmerman. Right wing guarded by Watson. Pass up top to Stevens. Left side now. Now Jones first touch in the offensive set. Gave it to Stevens, now has it back. Pass up top, Zimmerman. Left side Jones guarded by Moore. Around the perimeter, Mount Carmel works. Now a drive down the right side of the lane. Shot up no good by Cusick. Rebounded by Young. Young across half court. She'll take it herself. Layup good.
Go till they stop you is what Kendra said. Her first bucket of the night. See how she steps up in the absence of Combs.
Jones pushes off on Moore and gets called for it.
That'd be Nora's first foul on Mount Carmel.
Thinking about the way Mount Carmel played last year, especially Nora Jones. I remember having a conversation with Caitlin Combs. I know she was probably looking forward to this one. Had a conversation with her during the spring, the softball field, about a couple of the stunts Mount Carmel was pulling against her to try to throw her off of her game, being physical like mentioned earlier. So another reason why unfortunate to see Caitlin Combs go down with that injury early on. Pushed off by Jones, not called this time as Moore hit the deck. Three from the far side's no good. Offensive rebound, put back, won't go. Hawkins rips it away and gives it to Young. Tingley has it, dribbles backwards to the logo. They'll set up the offense. We're halfway through this first quarter. Pass left side, Young. Up top, Tingley. Moore cuts through on the baseline, pops up top left wing. Catches the pass, gave it back to Tingley. Left side, Young. Hawkins sets the screen and rolls. Watson to Tingley. One dribble to her left, a three on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jones of Mount Carmel. Then a foul called on the Tigers.
Tornado picked that one up in the backcourt. That's her first. Third on the Lady Tigers.
(7-0), Tigers lead. 3:20 left, first quarter. Smith had it up top, gave it to Zimmerman. Now Jones tries to split a defense in Tingley and Moore. And another offensive foul called on Nora Jones.
Yeah, coach is going to have to get her out of the game. She's a little bit hot under the collar now. She did pick up her second. And both of the team fouls are on her.
Taylor Clark checked in for the Tigers. She will bring the ball up the court. Passes to Young. Young into the lane. Kick out Peyton Smith. Also into the contest. Shot fake, got past the defender. Put a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Mount Carmel.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by the Golden Aces. We'll take a break. 2:59 left. Tigers lead 7-0 on the Parasports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
.259 on the clock. Mount Carmel will inbound, have the length of the floor to go against the full court pressure from Paris. Stevens inbounds. Gave it to Militoni into the game for the Golden Aces. Militoni gave it back to Stevens. She'll drive in against Smith's defense and score it. Clark up with it for the Tigers. Pass right side, Watson. Young sets a screen. Watson had a chance at a three-pointer. Instead, she goes to Smith, passes down low to Young, who's tied up. It'll stay with Paris.
Very unfamiliar look on the court for the Lady Tigers. Just two regulars out on the court now. Got to find points somewhere.
Watson up top to Moore. Watson went to the corner and was open for a second. Now Moore gives it to her, and Watson shoots a three, no good. Hit the rim a few times. Finally hopped out. Here come the Golden Aces. Militoni had it, passed left side, a drive in, shot up over Smith, no good by Cusick. Rebounded by the Tigers. Here's Clark left side. Clark up top to Young, right side Watson. She'll take a three, no good. Again, rebound, pulled down by Vivian Moore, however. Bounce pass into the lane, turn it over. (7-2), less than 2 minutes to play first quarter. Shot up, no good, rebounded by Smith. Young across half court. To the right wing, up top now to Watson. Watson directs traffic. Sends Vivian Moore back through. Passes up top to Smith. Smith looking for Young in the lane. Now Moore cuts back door. On the bounce pass from Smith. Layup good, plus the foul.
Good strong take that time by Vivian. Great news for Tiger fans. Looks like Caitlin is ready to check back into the game. Smith will pick up that foul. It's her first.
Free throw from Moore is good.
Oh, to be Young. She landed after looking at the replay. She landed on top of Lady Ace's foot.
Hawkins steals the inbound pass. Gave it up top to Tingley. Here's Combs. Hawkins checked back in during those free throws, as did Tingley. Here's a Hawkins drive into the lane, and she's fouled.
Two-handed shiver from Madison Stevens, her first. Fourth on Mount Carmel.
Referees sort out where the
loose. Here it comes.
less than a minute to play first quarter. Apologize for no signal on the screen currently. We'll get that back. We lost audio and video for a minute, but Combs scores on the court, makes it 14-2. Foul called on Paris. Mount Carmel inbound from the far side.
Deming will pick that up, her first. Fourth on the Lady Tigers. Caitlin Klein will check in for Mount Carmel.
Inbound pass goes to Jones. Jones guarded by Combs. Clark up to help. Jones nearly lost out of bounds. Picked up a dribble. Fires long cross court. Connects. Then a dump off down low. And a finish for two is Macy Randall. 14-4. 20 seconds left. Tingley crossed half court. Tigers will wait for the final shot. Here's Caitlin Combs at the logo. Hawkins to the free throw line. Now will go back to her left. Combs bounce passes to Deming. Hawkins drive in, get to the short corner. Move, gets a shot away, but it does not go. And the buzzer sounds. First quarter comes to an end. Tigers lead by 10, 14-4. Headed to the second on the Paris Sports Network.
If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Mount Carmel will start with the ball here in this second quarter. Tigers lead 14-4. Starters back out onto the court for Paris. The Golden Aces find themselves down low, and scoring it is Caitlin Klein.
Right place, right time, right spot on that one. Found its way through two pair of Lady Tigers' hands.
Tingley had it, gave it to Combs to the free throw line. Now a bounce pass right wing, back to Tingley. Pass the right side, Young. Young gives to Watson. She'll fire a three right wing. Missed that one, left it short. Rebound, Combs, put back, will fall through. 16-6. Jones dribbling with it, passes into the hand of Caitlin Combs. She knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Golden Aces.
Watching Caitlin moving up and down the court, Clay, you couldn't even tell anything happened. Moving pretty well.
Inbound pass goes to Randall, the freshman of Mount Carmel. She'll drive in and be fouled.
It's on Kendra, I believe. That'll be Kendra's second. Fifth on the team.
Subbing in for the Lady Aces, number 12, Jayla Smith.
Peyton Smith will check in for Young with those two fouls. Now an inbound pass from Mount Carmel. Shot up, goes through, and again it's Randall. Tingley up ahead to Combs. Bounce pass Hawkins. Deming, think about driving baseline. Kick out Tingley. Through on the way left wing. Will not go. Rebounded by Randall of Mount Carmel. Jones charges. Runs over Caitlin Combs. Turnover back to the Tigers.
Second offensive foul on Nora. Her third in total. Coach going to keep her. Nope, no chance. Little Tony will check in.
Tingley will bring it across half court for Paris. Right side to Combs. Jump stop at the elbow. Gives it to Smith. Bounce pass to Hawkins. Here's Watson. Up top, Smith. Peyton looking, gives to Hawkins, and Deming thought Peyton was going all the way to the block. Bounce pass went into the hands of the Golden Aces. Here comes Mount Carmel. Peyton didn't have the cleanest lane to run through there, but miscommunication leads the other way, and Mount Carmel turns it right back over.
Fifth of the night for the Lady Aces. Kendra will check back in with her two fouls. Vivian will give Trinity a breather.
Combs bring it up this time for Paris, 16-8. Tigers lead by 8. Here's Watson left wing. Had Smith down low. Gives to Young up top. Right side, Combs. Combs floats one up over Randall and is fouled.
Randall got her on the arm. Just the first on the big freshman. Sixth on Mount Carmel. So Lady Tigers shoot free throws for the last 5:46.
Combs misses the first free throw. She'll have a second. It's up and good this time. Stevens inbounds the ball. Smith had it. Gave it back to Stevens. Now up ahead to Militoni. Guarded by Watson. Militoni passes left side. Into the lane. Bounce pass down low. Stevens catches up with it and finishes off the glass for two.
Now Carmel getting some pretty easy looks here the last couple of minutes.
Combs into the front court to the elbow. Jump stop. Jumper is short. Rebound pulled down by Randall. Militoni has it. Guarded by Moore. Gets across half court. Dribbles to the right. Gives to Stevens and a long three goes up. No good, but an offensive rebound is chased down. Pass down low. Lost control of, out of bounds. It'll stay with Mount Carmel.
Taylor Clark and Demi Hawkins back in for Lady Tigers, looking for some offense. Kind of stagnant here, just 3 points thus far in the quarter.
17-10. Stevens at the elbow. Clark thought about sneaking in to poke it loose. Instead, Stevens throws it into the backcourt. No deflection. Turnover Mount Carmel.
6th of the night.
Kendra Young to inbound in front of the scorer's table. Gives to Combs. Bounce pass to Clark in the corner. Up top now to Young. Hawkins sets the screen. Young goes right. Kick out Clark. Up top Combs. Combs dribbles to the left. Now uses a Young screen. Hawkins. Clark cuts through. Hand off Moore. Picks up her dribble. Give it to Young now. Combs left wing. Combs to the right. 4:20 left, second quarter. Give it to Hawkins and gets it right back on the backdoor cut. Catches and finishes for two for
What a
Caitlin
feed
Combs.
from Deming. Pinpoint bounce pass. The only way that pass could have got through.
19-10 and a steal for Vivian Moore. Moore back the other way, off glass, no good. Hawkins fights for the rebound, pulls it down, gives it to Combs, floats one to Moore, layup good.
Nice find. Lady Tigers clicking right now. Mount Carmel has to take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout with him. It's 21-10, 3:53 left before halftime on the Parasports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
.353 left, second quarter. Tigers lead by 11. Mount Carmel will have the ball and then the court to go against the half-court pressure from Paris. Militoni dribbles up, greeted by Vivian Moore at half-court. Passes into the corner. Zimmerman looks down low for Stevens. Deflected, stolen away by Taylor Clark. Clark gave it to Tingley. Jump stop, jumper is good from Vivian Moore.
7th point of the night for Vivian.
Militoni picked up her dribble, nearly got trapped in the corner by the Tiger defense. Got rid of it in time, now has it back, walked with it, no call. Dribbles to her left, passes that way to Smith, into the corner. Kick out, deflected off of Combs' arm, out of bounds, it'll stay with Mount Carmel.
Well, just a different fire out of the Lady Tigers here in the last couple of minutes. Mount Carmel cut at the 7, and boom, just like that, it's back up to 13.
Smith will inbound for the Golden Aces. Finds Nora Jones back into the contest. She dribbles with the right hand, poked loose by Clark. Got it back, now double team. Combs and Clark all over her. Jones got it away, deflected by Hawkins. Moore and Hawkins both on the court. Moore will tie things up.
Now we got a foul called.
Even better.
Yep, even better. That's on Chandler Cusick. Her first. Lady Tigers should be shooting free throws here. Well, that's just kind of a play on, you know. It's tough. Everybody's scrapping and diving all over the place. To single somebody out of that mess is tough.
Vivian Moore will head to the free throw line. Free throw is short, rebounded by Stevens. Stevens is fouled by Deming Hawkins.
Yeah, there we go again. Second foul on Deming. Just trying to tie the basketball up.
Subbing in for the Tigers, number 13.
Now we're trading 2 fouls for 2 fouls here as Kendra checks back in.
(23-10). 2:50 left, second quarter. Jones gets rid of it. Stevens has it top of the key. Pass right side, Zimmerman. She'll fire a 3 and hit it. Tigers back the other way quickly. And it's Vivian Moore drilling the 3. (26-13). Here's Mount Carmel. Open down low and finishing for 2 is Chandler Cusick. Tiger defense got a bit too extended that time. And that allowed Mount Carmel to sneak in and get 2 of those points back. Tigers into their offense. Clark had it left wing. Gave it to Young, now Combs right wing. Combs bounce past Clark. Left side, Moore. Moore out to Young. She'll fire a deep 3. Left it short, rebounded. Falls into the hands of Caitlin Combs. Combs down low to Young. A dribble. Young gets a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Mount Carmel. Back the other way come the Golden Aces. 26-15.
10 seconds, yeah. Just taking her time, strolling up the court. Turnover number 8 or 9 on the night for Mount Carmel.
Subbing in for the Tigers, number 33, Gracie Watson. And subbing in for the Aces, number 30, Macy Randall.
Gracie Watson checks in for Kendra Young. 1:25 left, second quarter. Watson gave it to Combs. Now has it back. Right wing, a 3. Left it short. Tigers continue to try to feed Gracie Watson. Quality looks, just unable to hit so far here this evening. Jones poked loose, then another forearm to Vivian Moore.
He's acting like a little gnat out there trying to get that 4th foul on Nora. Just stalking her, basically.
Smith to inbound, near sideline, still looking, gets it into Zimmerman, mishandled for a second, got it back, maybe walked with it, gave it to Jones, she'll drive in, layup good.
First 2 points of the night for Nora.
26-17, we're less than a minute to play, second quarter. Tingley to the right wing. Gets to the baseline, shot fake, now passes out to Vivian Moore. Moore against Stevens' defense, gives to Combs. Combs to the top of the key, now left wing. Hand off Watson, guarded by Zimmerman. Watson to her right, gives to Tingley, 25 seconds left. Kick out Moore. And now the Tigers will settle into their last second offense. Tingley stands at the midcourt logo, looks at the bench for the call, gets it, 10 seconds left. Tingley lob to Clark, backdoor cut, Combs. Clark looking for it, threw it in the hands of a golden ace in Jayla Smith. Smith gave it to Jones. Her heave at the buzzer is no good. We'll head to halftime. Tigers lead at Ernie Evelyn Gym 26-17 over Mount Carmel on the Parasports Network.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
We are at halftime here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers lead Mount Carmel 26-17, just a 9-point advantage so far for the Tigers. And again, this is a rematch from a game just a week ago when the Tigers defeated Mount Carmel 54-13, but a totally different story so far through a half here tonight.
Yeah, I'll let you paint the story for the Tiger stats, but for Mount Carmel, 7 out of 13 from two-point range, 54%, just 1 out of 5 from beyond the arc, 20%, and have missed both of their free throw attempts. Turned the ball over 9 times in the first half, leading the scoring for the Lady Aces is Macy Randall off the bench with 4. 3 points for Savannah Zimmerman, and 2 points apiece for Militoni, Chandler Cusick, Nora Jones, and Madison Stevens. Nora Jones will begin the second half with 3 fouls.
Tigers led in scoring so far tonight by Vivian Moore. Moore has 10. Caitlin Combs has 9. And Trinity Tingley has 3. Peyton Smith and Kendra Young each have 2. Tigers are 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Combs and Moore both going 1 for 2 in those first 2 quarters. They are shooting 44% from the field, 18% from the three-point arc, as Vivian Moore and Trinity Tingley each have 1 3-pointer so far here this evening. Tigers have 4 turnovers in that first half, 5 assists, 5 different players with 1 assist apiece. Caitlin Combs, Deming Hawkins, Kendra Young each have 2 rebounds, and 3 steals go the way of Deming Hawkins in that first half. Minute and a half before we start this second half, and Tigers in somewhat of a similar position to that Robinson game, where low-scoring affair and just one that we really want to see them pull away from and take care of things before we really start to worry about how ugly this one could get.
Yeah, they weren't unable to do that on Monday night, never building a double-digit lead throughout the contest. Tonight they've had it up to 17-point lead, but stands at 9 now. And the last half of that second quarter is where all the action took place. It's a stalemate basically for the first half of it. And then Tigers went on a run, and Mount Carmel went on a run. And that's the way we ended the half. We'll be anxious to see how the Lady Tigers come out now. Caitlin's had some time to sit on that ankle, and hopefully she didn't sit too long in there and let it stiffen up. But like we said, when she came back, she still had the same bounce she's always had. So not really too concerned about that, fortunately, very fortunately.
These are two of the 4 teams that are still alive for a conference championship. Obviously, Robinson now at 5-1. They play their final contest against Marshall next week. Paris will play Lawrenceville in their LIC finale. This Mount Carmel team at 4-2 in the conference, and Olney at 4-2 playing against Newton in their finale next week. Tigers on offense to start this third quarter. Young had it up top to Hawkins. Hawkins to Tingley, top of the key. Tingley to her right, uses a Hawkins screen. Gets a shot away, no good. Rebounded by Mount Carmel. Jones has it, lobs up ahead to Zimmerman. Zimmerman looks up top, gives to Jones, who dribbles beyond the volleyball line. Jones to the right side. Here's Stevens. Up top, Smith. Left side, this is Cusick. Up top, Jones. She'll drive. Hawkins stands still. Nothing called. Good no call, but Mount Carmel scores anyway.
Madison Stevens kept on playing through the contact. Picked up the scraps on that.
Tingley gave to Hawkins. Scoops out to Young. Now Tingley. Tingley to her left. Handoff Combs. Free throw line. Jumper no good. Had a hand on her own miss. Tried to bat it to Deming, but it goes out of bounds. Mount Carmel ball. Stevens to inbound for the Golden Aces. Gets it into Jones. Jones up into the air to make a pass and threw it away. Watson a steal, passes backwards to Tingley. Trinity across half court, bounce pass Young, backdoor cut, Combs catches, stops, up off the glass, that's good.
She's so good at doing that, going full speed, 2-foot stop and jump. So easy.
Stevens with it for Mount Carmel, 28-19. She lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Tigers. It'll stay with Mount Carmel. Smith inbounds to Jones. Pass right side, Stevens to Zimmerman. Tigers play well off as Stevens never looked at the rim. Pass up top, Smith. Couple steps in, shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back for Stevens, won't go. Rebounded and cleared by Deming Hawkins. Crossed half court, gives to Watson, catches a tough pass, gives out to Tingley, who gets to the free throw line, picks up her dribble, gives to Watson. Watson guarded by Zimmerman. Zimmerman gives her 5 or 6 feet, and a whistle blows. We'll get an official timeout as Trinity took a shot maybe to the nose or eye.
Yeah, she got hit somewhere around the mouth or nose. Always feels like you're gushing blood when you get hit there. You're looking for it and looking for it. Looks like she's going to stay in.
That'll reset the Tigers. Young will inbound for one of the Paris bench. Lobs far side to Combs. Found her. Now cross court back to Watson. Up top, Tingley. Tingley stands at the volleyball line. Dribbles to the right side. Handoff Watson. Picked up her dribble. Gave it back to Tingley. 3 on the way from Trinity is good as it rolls around and through.
Second 3 of the night for Trinity.
Jones was content to play off of Trinity, and Tingley recognized that, and a step to her left gave her even more room off of the screen and drilled the 3.
Gracie Watson picked up her first foul of the game, or excuse me, her second first on the Tigers.
31-19. Smith had it, picked up her dribble, gave it to Stevens, who gave it away and then had it back. Now Jones, guarded by Combs. Count is on. Jones passes to Zimmerman, looking down low to Stevens. A dribble. Hawkins comes over to help. Good defense. Deming. Shot up by Jones in the lane. Won't go. Deming had a hand on the rebound. Now Young has it. And a tie-up is called. It'll stay with the Golden Aces.
Good strong rebound that time from Kendra.
Smith inbounds. Bounce pass to Stevens. Stevens looking. Works against Hawkins in the paint. Shot up, no good, but a foul called.
This will be third on Deming. Second on the Lady Tigers.
Stevens' first free throw is no good.
Subbing into the Aces, number 30, Macy Randall.
Second free throw does go. .11 lead for the Tigers. Here's Watson, right wing. Uses a Hagen screen. Shot up. It's a 2. It's no good. Rebounded by Mount Carmel. Back the other way come the Golden Aces. Jones has it. Dribbles to her right. Pass down low. Randall catches up high. Shoots it up high, but missed it. Rebounded by Young. Young gave it to Watson in the lane. Scoops one up, no good. A rebound pulled down by Stevens and Mount Carmel. Watson all over Stevens. Stevens gave it away. This is Zimmerman, left wing. Pass to Jones. Cross court. Finds Smith. Smith dribbles well beyond the three-point line. Pass intended for Jones, deflected. Picked up by Stevens. Dribbles on the right side of the lane, puts one up, and it goes for 2.
Stevens tough to stop when she gets it down low.
Again, just a 9-point game. Combs has it on the left wing. Up top, Tingley. Dribbles at the volleyball line. Passes to Young at the elbow. Kendra Young to the opposite elbow. She'll take the jumper. Miss it. Stevens rebounded it again. Gave it to Jones. Jones across half court. Pass right side, Zimmerman. Guarded by Watson. Zimmerman looking. Picked up her dribble. Has to find a teammate. Still looking. Watson had a hand on it. Zimmerman was able to get rid of it in time, then poked loose. Travel called on Randall.
Turnover number 11 on the night. Taylor Clark, Vivian Moore check in for Lady Tigers.
And subbing in for Mount Carmel, number 21,
Caitlin Klein in for Mount Carmel.
(31-22), 2:50 left, third quarter. Tingley across half court. Pass left side, Combs. Combs, kick out Tingley, 3 on the way. Right wing, looked good, just short. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll go to Mount Carmel.
Caitlin got bopped right on the forehead that time. She is going to have to come out again. No doubt we'll see her here in just a couple minutes.
Deming Hawkins checks in for Combs. 31-22. Inbound pass goes to Randall. Clark had a chance to come up behind Randall and poke it loose. But the Aces work it over to the far side. 2.5 to play, third quarter. Here's Jones dribbling beyond the volleyball line. Guarded by Tingley. To the right side, pass down low is going to end up in a jump ball as Kendra Young hit the deck. Tiger possession. Trinity Tingley walks it up for Paris. Crossed half court. Gives to Vivian Moore. Moore to the right. Young had it in the corner. Up top, Clark. Clark along the volleyball line. Gives to Tingley. To the free throw and Young. A kick out 3 from Moore is no good. Rebounded by Randall. Up ahead to Smith for Mount Carmel. Now Jones. Jones holding, guarded by Moore. Passes to Randall. Up top, Klein had it for a second, gave it to Jones, who threw it away. Deming Hawkins, another steal. Hawkins gave it to Young, now Tingley. Tingley to the right wing, up top, Young. Here's Moore. More at the midcourt logo. Gave it to Tingley. Tingley gave it to Young, who dribbles out at the volleyball line. Hawkins will cut up to the free throw line, and a lob pass is going to end in a turnover as Moore threw it away. Back the other way come the Golden Aces. Less than a minute to play the third quarter. Jones to her left, looking for Randall. She threw it away, stolen by Moore. Vivian has it back, dribbles into the front court, and will settle things down for the Tiger offense. Half a minute to play. We'll expect Paris to wait for the final shot here in this quarter. Chance to get this lead back into double digits before we head into the final 8 minutes to play. Young dribbles out near the stripe. 10 seconds remaining. Pass left side, Tingley. Lob to Young. Three on the way, right wing. Moore set the screen. Young missed the three, rebounded by Hawkins. She lobbed one up into the lane, maybe hoping a teammate was going to be there to catch it and score it. That doesn't work, however. And a heave of the buzzer does not go for Mount Carmel. We'll head to the fourth and final quarter. Paris leads 31-22 on the Paris Sports Network.
Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Eight minutes to play here between Paris and Mount Carmel. Tigers lead by 9. Peyton Smith checks in for Deming Hawkins to start the fourth, and Mount Carmel will have the ball.
Fast-moving third quarter, both on the real clock and the game clock as well. Just 10 total points scored between the two teams.
2 fouls in those 8 minutes as well, as a miss from Stevens falls into the hands of Peyton Smith. Tingley across half court for the Tigers. Pass right side, Clark. Clark to the top of the key, gets to the elbow and is fouled there.
Touch foul call on Jayla Smith, her first foul of the half for Mount Carmel.
Tingley to inbound for the Tigers under the Paris basket. Gives to Young at the elbow. Smith sets a screen. Young kicks it back to Tingley. A three is short. Rebound is kicked into the hands of Stevens. Militoni with it. Dribbles with her left hand. Hand off to Cusick. Back to Militoni. Crossover on the left wing. Moore hedges out after the handoff, but is called for the foul.
Oh, it's hard to call that foul when Palberg didn't even have control of the basketball. Vivian just happened to be in the way and picked up her first foul.
Inbound pass goes to Stevens. Smith plays good defense. Stevens going to finish it. But an offensive rebound. Second chance Golden Aces. They'll settle things down. Militoni had it. Pass left side. Now down low. This time working against Young. Nearly a turnover. Militoni had to scoop it out of there at the free throw line. Jump ball. It'll stay with Mount Carmel.
Gracie Watson will check in for Taylor. Just tied that basketball up to force the 15th turnover of the night for Mount Carmel.
And the possession arrow, in fact, does favor the Tigers after Mount Carmel started the quarter with the ball. Paris with it now in a 9-point lead. Young, a handoff to Moore. Top of the key, Smith. Young had good positioning down low. Peyton looked to her left, gave it to Tingley. Now here's Young up top. Watson. A few seconds of a dribbling expo from Gracie Watson. Ball in the hands of Vivian Moore. Up top, Young. Here's Tingley. Ball out on the court. We'll see if we get a whistle as a little orange rolling around. Now the whistle. Good timing. Tigers scored.
Do it again, Betty. First points of the quarter for either team.
Inbound pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Mount Carmel. 6:12 left as it's a double-digit lead for Paris. Jones has it for Mount Carmel. Moore picks up Jones, poked it loose, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Golden Aces.
Boy, what a great game off the bench from Vivian Moore, both defensively and leading us in scoring. As Tingley and Young will get a breather. Combs and Hawkins will check back in.
Long pass deflected by Smith, stolen away by Combs. Combs to the left wing. Pass up top, Watson. Watson backs away. Will let the offense get set up. Right side pass to Moore. Uses a Smith screen. Left-handed dribble, now finds Watson left wing. Watson, handoff Combs to the elbow. Kick out Moore. Very patient set for this Tiger offense. Hawkins, bounce pass into the corner, gets it back. Now left side Watson. Yeah, great time to see Gracie Watson knock down a three, get some rhythm as we close out this one. Foul called on Mount Carmel. Paris will inbound from under their own basket.
Jayla Smith will pick up her third, second on Mount Carmel. And kudos to Mount Carmel, too, playing great defense against the Lady Tigers.
Full timeout called by Mount Carmel. We will take it with them. 5:15 left. Tigers lead by 11 on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Tigers back out onto the court after the timeout. They're ready for the inbound play with 5:15 to go in this one. Combs will inbound. Still looking. Bounce pass to Smith. Kick out. Far side. Moore. A three. No good. Hawkins flies in for the rebound. Gives to Smith. One dribble. Smith has to kick it back out to Watson. Tigers will reset. Here's Combs to Hawkins. Has Moore on the kick out. Now Vivian will dribble back out top. Pass left side. Combs. She'll fire a three. Left it just short. Rebounded by Stevens. Stevens gave it to Jones, who walks it across half court. Now passes right side to Stevens. To Jones. Baseline drive. Hawkins stands her ground. Jones dribbled out of bounds.
17th turnover of the night. Mount Carmel, Tingley, and Young will check back in. Vivian will come out. Finally. It's great. As good a job as she's done tonight. She wants to stay out there as long as she can.
33-22, 4:20 left to play in this one. Here's Combs to the Deming Hawkins on the slip. And Deming has to hit the deck to keep that one alive, but a jump ball will give it back to the Golden Aces. Stevens to inbound. Pass was too hot to handle. Tingley has it. Right side pass to Hawkins. Down low, Combs fouled on the attempt.
Savannah Zimmerman will pick that one up. That'll be her first.
First free throw delayed. Another, maybe the same orange ball rolls out on the court.
Off my lawn, he says. I'll have no more of that.
First free throw, no good. Left short from Caitlin Combs. She'll have a second.
Cheerleader went right up to her dad, asking her dad to take care of the situation.
Combs makes the second. 34-22. It's a 12-point lead halfway through this fourth quarter. Jones going to have trouble to get across in 10. She does not. Turn over Mount Carmel.
Second 10-second violation of the night forced by the Lady Tigers. 19th turnover.
Inbound pass goes to Tingley, who dribbles beyond the volleyball line. Pass right side, Combs. Combs, off of a Golden Ace foot, it'll stay with the Tigers.
Yeah, there's a difference between kicking and bouncing it off a foot. That one went in the Tigers' favor. Coach Tingley will call it full timeout.
Timeout, Tigers, 3:45 left. Paris leads Mount Carmel 34-22 on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Back out of the timeout, Paris will inbound from under their own basket. Tingley set to trigger. Looking for Combs on the opposite side of the lane. Now finds Watson, who fires a three, no good. Rebound will go out of bounds, Mount Carmel ball. Stevens inbounds to Jones, guarded by Combs. Now back to Stevens. She'll split a pair of Tigers. Pass up ahead to Zimmerman. Pass down low. Shot up. It's good for Randall.
Randall with her 6th point of the night. First points of this quarter for Mount Carmel.
Tingley dribbles top of the key. Now backs it away. Kicks left side. Young, a three. No good. Rebounded by Watson. Ball finds its way back out to Trinity Tingley. Settles things down for the Tiger offense. Pass on the right side to Combs. Combs had to rip it away from Zimmerman. Lost it herself. Taken away by Jones.
She returns the favor.
Stolen back by Combs. Up ahead, Hawkins missed the layup and then is fouled on the rebound after her own miss.
That leg went the wrong way. Deming coming down with that rebound and the full weight of Nora Jones on top of her. She comes up holding her mouth as well. Well, out of all that, Nora Jones is going to pick up her fourth of the half.
Bit of a delay, as I think the officials were maybe expecting to be a bit worse and give Deming a chance to recover, but
yeah, 32's got to come out. Deming, unless Coach Tingley burned a timeout, which he did not. So Deming will get some time to collect her thoughts.
now things are squared away. Lob pass from the inbound play goes to Young. Kicked it out to Combs, now gets it back. A three, Kendra Young left wing, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Jones throws it towards half court, deflected out of bounds, intended for Stevens.
Summoning for the Tigers, number 32, Devin Hawkins.
Deming will check right back in. 2:30 left, 10-point game. Inbound pass to Stevens. Stevens gives to Jones. Jones dribbling out beyond the perimeter, guarded by Combs. Up top, Zimmerman. Zimmerman looking down low, now fires cross court. Hauled in there by Smith. Pass down low, Stevens open on the block. She'll finish for two.
10 points on the night for Madison Stevens.
34-26, 2 minutes to play. Watson has it, top of the key. She'll dribble backwards, now give to Combs right side. Combs to Young. Young at the free throw line. Tingley, she'll fire a three. Big shot, Trinity, no good. Rebounded by Deming Hawkins. Bounce pass to Combs, but a timeout called in the process by Coach Dave Tingley. 30-second timeout. We will stay right here. Just minute 44 left to play in this one. Tigers lead by 8. And again, find themselves in a spot where they need at least one big shot, if not a couple, to give themselves comfortable advantage here.
Yeah, Tigers 0 for forever from beyond the arc here in the second half, and offensively they put up 8 points here in the second half. In 15 minutes of action, and that's just, I know they took the air out of the ball on a couple trips there, but it's just not what you're accustomed to seeing the Lady Tigers. Used to seeing them flying up and down the court and threatening that 70-point barrier, and we're not even halfway to that 70-point barrier now. And this game is, fortunately, we've got the 8-point lead. We did not have that on Monday, and it come back to bite us. So a little bit better cushion here than we had Monday.
Combs will inbound. Looking up top, finds Moore. Moore dribbles to her right. Now gives to Young. Down low, Hawkins. Kick out Young. Left side, Watson. Now Combs in the corner. Man, if we're in a situation where Gracie Watson is confident with her shot, that three goes up there. Instead, she looked right to the corner for Combs. Foul called on Mount Carmel. That'll reset the Tiger offense.
Second on Zimmerman, fifth on Mount Carmel, so they have 2 more to give here, and I figured they would have started a little earlier in that possession. About 30 seconds ran off by Lady Tigers. Here comes the designated foulers coming in off the bench here.
1:26 on the clock. Young will inbound far side. Gives to Tingley. Young left wing. Up top, Tingley. Foul called. That'll be the 6th team foul on Mount Carmel.
4th on Jayla Smith. So Smith and Jones, both guards for Mount Carmel, have 4 fouls apiece.
Tingley dribbles out at half court. Minute 15 left. Handoff Moore. Moore dribbling around Jones, who doesn't foul. Now she's back out there on the ball, and a foul will be called.
Coach pleading for Cusick to pick up that foul, but Cusick just couldn't track it down. The Lady Tigers, great ball movement. Jones will foul out with just 2 points on the night. Taking her place will be Militoni. And Macy Randall checks back in as well.
Trinity Tingley at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. She makes the first. Deming Hawkins waits to check in. She'll do so now as Trinity knocks down a pair of free throws.
Tenth point of the night for Trinity.
And back to a 10-point lead for the Tigers. Militoni caught the inbound pass, gave it back to Stevens. Gets across half court. Into the corner, Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Randall. Puts up a shot blocked by Young, but a foul call.
Still a good foul on Kendra. You had one to give. You'd hope that she wouldn't have been in the shooting motion, but she was. Randall had the line for 2, and that will be the 3rd foul on Kendra.
.51 seconds left. Randall to the free throw line for 2 free throws. First is good. Gets Mount Carmel back within 9 as Tingley checks in for more.
Just the second made free throw of the night for Mount Carmel, as opposed to the free throw exhibition that was put on Monday night.
Second is good as well for Randall. And a full timeout taken by Mount Carmel with 51 seconds left. Score, Paris 36, Mount Carmel 28. We'll be back to close this one out on the Paris Sports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Paris will inbound out of the timeout. 51 seconds left. Tigers lead by 8. Young has it. Finds Combs. Bounce pass cross court to Hawkins, who is fouled by Militoni.
Been a while since we've seen Deming shoes. Be anxious to see how she does here at the charity stripe. Foul is on Militoni. It's her first.
Number 30, Macy Randall. And subbing in for the Tigers, number 1, Vivian Moore, and number 15, Peyton Smith.
Deming generally pretty solid from that free throw line.
First free throw good. Second, no good from Deming, rebounded by Mount Carmel. Militoni crossed half court. Left side pass to Zimmerman, guarded by Hawkins. Down low, here's Randall. Unable to finish, but got her own miss. Put back won't go either, but a foul called.
Peyton Smith picked that up. That'll be her first.
Free throw from Randall, no good.
Tigers, number 3, Trinity Tingley. Number 33, Gracie Watson. And number 5 for Carmel, Shelby Packard.
Second on the way from Randall, also no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Combs. And a foul called. They'll send Combs to the free throw line.
Albert pick that up. That'll be her first, 9th on Mount Carmel.
One and one for Caitlin Combs. First free throw was good. Second goes as well. 25 seconds left. Zimmerman had it poked loose by Deming, but they call a foul on Hawkins.
4th on Deming. No bonus yet. 16 foul on the Tigers.
Inbound pass from Smith goes to Stevens. Gives it back to Smith. Now Militoni. Pass up top to Zimmerman. Militoni in the corner. She'll fire a three. Left it well short. Rebounded by Combs. Combs will dribble it up. Mount Carmel calls off the dongs, and Combs will dribble this one out. 1 second left. Buzzer sounds. Tigers win 39-28. They'll move to 23-3 on the season. 5-1 in conference. They'll keep pace with Robinson. Chance at a conference title. We'll be back with the post-game show, stats, and a coach's interview here on the Para Sports Network.
Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery.
Welcome to the postgame show on the Para Sports Network here at Ernie Evelyn Gym after a Tiger victory over Mount Carmel.
Stuart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated
to my partner Jeff Chambers for Mount Carmel stats.
All right, thanks, Clay. For Mount Carmel, they were guilty of 19 turnovers on the night from the field. They really cooled off in that second half, just 6 out of 26, 23%. Beyond the arc, 1 out of 7, 14%. And from the free throw line, 3 out of 8 for 38%, leading them in scoring. Was a freshman, Macy Randall, with 8. Madison Stevens also with 8. Nora Jones, Chandler Cusick, Kyla Militoni, Caitlin Klein with 2 each, and Savannah Zimmerman knocked down a 3. So to hold Nora Jones to just 2 points, that was a big key for Lady Tigers. As another lower point total for them. Relied on their defense, and it came through tonight.
For the Tigers, they were led by Caitlin Combs with 14. Vivian Moore and Trinity Tingley had 10 apiece. Tigers shot 32% from the field, 14% from the three-point line. We'll be joined here by Coach Dave Tingley in just a second. Let him settle into his headset. Appreciate you joining us, Coach. Low-scoring game. You had a little bit bigger of a lead. They're not as good as Robinson. But did you feel any? Were you thinking there was any chance that it kind of just felt like the Robinson game, or were you pretty confident in thinking this how it might go tonight?
No, I mean our first quarter was how I thought the game should have gone the entire time. I mean our first quarter, defensively, offensively, both sides of the ball were in sync, and good things were happening. I do think their physicality maybe got in our heads a little bit because we had multiple girls, ankle, a couple bloody mouths. I mean, to me, it doesn't happen by accident. And so, you kind of get to the point where I think the girls do think by the end of this, this coming down to the season, it is about staying healthy, And so that starts to get in your mind a little bit. I thought we played a really good first quarter. And then basically from there on, it was just kind of like our offense went away a little bit. Our defense was fine. We didn't do anything wrong there. But our offense was a little flat. Shots were a little short. Our cutting wasn't quite as sharp as it could be. And I think the physicality maybe had something to do with it. Maybe it didn't. I don't know.
Well, and I was as I was watching, I remembered going down to Mount Carmel for softball after you played them last year and talking. And Caitlin Combs and I are over there because I think the Jones girl played second base, so we're over there watching the YouTube videos at the time. We're throwing elbows, but you were able to take her completely out of it. I think that's what you had to do because she's really their only ball handler, right?
Sure,
you did a good job against her.
Yeah, and then she came back in, and actually she had 3 fouls for a really long time. So, she did a good job of staying out of foul trouble. The best I can, So by having her in there, that did help a lot. And then to post it up, a little bit more. And we, we were without some girls in our rotation that we would normally have in. And how it works is when you have somebody that you can't just say, hey, we need this from you now because they're down in the locker room getting, their lip fixed or whatever from it being busted open. It does change some things, and then somebody else has got to fill in a spot and whatever. And I feel like we have done a good job of that this year. But the last couple games, maybe that hasn't done, worked so well. We kind of start second guessing ourselves, and we, so we do have to do a better job. There's no doubt about it. This isn't like let's just let's look away from it. We need to look right at it. We need to do a better job on offense. We weren't in a flow that second half, and then so defensively, it kind of I think. How it is. Sometimes offense feeds defense. Sometimes defense feeds offense, and we need to have a better balance on that.
Vivian, a player that stepped in on both ends of the court tonight. Yeah,
and she's one that we can usually insert when we need her and say defense, but she did do some good stuff on offense tonight as well. Definitely filled in the gaps and the cracks that we had. She does a really good job of kind of filling that role that Combs plays. When we need somebody to, really be up and guarded and kind of get in somebody's business. So she did a really good job of that tonight. Yeah, I was real happy with the way she played.
We all know you need Gracie Watson to make a deep run. Mm-hmm. How do you handle the situation that she's in where she just, it's difficult for her to even look at the rim and have confidence now, right?
The crazy thing is I've been, and even in the Robinson game down there, when I was watching her tonight, Robinson game, I warmed up with him down there and rebounded for him. And it's like the she's throwing it in the ocean. It's just it's just swishing everything. Ball's going in and warm up. So it's not a thing of like she's lost it. Because sometimes shooters do go in a slump. I don't even see her like in practice. She's been doing fine. So I think you just look at, you talk to her a little bit and say, hey, we got you. But at some point, you want her to relax and kind of get back in that groove. And she needs to see the ball go in, and that usually helps when the ball goes in. Maybe we need to find a way to get her, to the free throw line, that type of thing. She did have a couple good drives Monday night against Robinson and, scored early on in the game. But we needed her to hit some outside stuff and definitely would help our team and open up that offense a little bit.
Well, we'll get you out here on that one, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Us. Thanks. Take a look here and see if there are any other stats to point out. As always, appreciate Coach Chenley for joining us on the postgame show. Deming Hawkins finished the game with 4 steals. Caitlin Combs and Vivian Moore had 2 apiece. Tigers finished with 8 turnovers. Kendra Young had 2 assists. That was the most on the team tonight. Deming Hawkins had 6 rebounds. Caitlin Combs had 4. And that all led to the Tiger victory over Mount Carmel here this evening.
Lady Tigers are off now for a week after not playing for a week and then playing a couple games here in the conference. They'll return to action down at Lawrenceville next Thursday. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night. Early start time, 5:30. It'll be a varsity only for the boys. It's actually for 7th place in that little Illini Conference tournament, but we'll have that game for you tomorrow night at 5:30 here on the Para Sports Network. And then the band and the cheerleaders and everybody returns on Tuesday night. The boys will have a home game against La Salette, a little private school just north of or between Georgetown and Chrisman. And it's if you've not had a chance to come out and watch their student section, get out here on Tuesday night. We'll have a game for you, but we'd rather you be in the stands for that one because that is a good time.
With that, as Jeff mentioned, next broadcast will be tomorrow night. So we'll talk to you then. We'll wrap it up here this evening. For Jeff Chambers, I'm Cleb Best, signing off on the Para Sports Network. Thanks for joining. Have a good night.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.